Hey there, folks. Well, I was going to talk about the news today, but having spent the morning doom scrolling on Blue Sky, I decided I'd rather retain the will to live. So I'm not going to talk about that. Instead, I want to talk about my routine. Because the thing is, I have one, and it's occurred to me recently that I follow it quite fanatically. The thing about routine is it keeps you from having to think about what to do. I've also realized that that's what my life is structured around. I never have to think about what to do. Because, okay, here's the routine. 8 a.m., I have breakfast and take my medications and talk with my furry friends online. And nothing until 2 p.m., which is when I make a video, like the one you're watching right now. That can take anywhere from 45 minutes to well past 2 hours if it's something elaborate like yesterday. I do get myself in over my head sometimes. Oh well, it's a good way to learn to swim. At 4:05, I have lunch, and I do the first half of my blogging for the day. I'd blog 1,000 words a day at michaeljohnbertrand.com. And I have done that since 2011. So I've written like 6 million words, something like that. It's something I can't imagine not doing. It's definitely, I mean, obviously, it's been 14 years. It's kind of a habit by now. When events have conspired to make it so that I can't do it, I get really nervous and twitchy. I really need the outlet. And increasingly, I need the outlet of these videos, too. Because the thing about blogging is, A, almost no one reads my blog, and B, I can actually talk to people this way. Admittedly, it's a one-way conversation, but that kind of fits my general pattern. If it's a night when I'm not doing a Zoom with my friends or going to Denny's with my friends, then at 8 o'clock I have supper and I do the second half of my blogging for the day. So the second 400 to 500 words or so. At midnight, I go to the living room and I watch the Colbert Show with Julian, my roommate, best friend, and life assistant. He helps me a lot with things that I can't do due to my disability. Honestly, if you're watching this, Julian, you are fantastic. My life would be so much harder without you. And I very much value our time spent watching Colbert or whatever else we've got on the PVR for when Colbert's not around. That's the actual routine of my life. To prevent me from, like I was saying earlier, having to figure out what to do with myself. When you are disabled, you have nothing but time and a lot of hours to fill. And video games, they used to be, something I did a fair bit, but it wasn't nearly like the spackle that fills my day. But at some point, I fell deep into video game addiction. And that's where I am now. And the thing is, I'm so dependent on video games that it's really hard for me to do anything else with my time. Like all addictions, it has hollowed me out. So I take comfort and shelter in a metaphorical sense in playing video games. And so if I want to do like literally anything else, even if it's just do some online job hunting or whatever, it's really difficult for me to break away from the video games and do it. And that is essentially why my life has been at a standstill. My days are the same, and I feel locked in, even though I know I'm not. It feels like I'm not even empowered to just decide to do other things. There's a terrible existential fear that keeps me from breaking out of that cycle. And until I find a way to deactivate that fear, it's going to, at the very least, be a huge struggle with myself to get myself to do new things, expand my world, and maybe hook up with some way to actually have a life, aka a job. Or I don't know, taking a college course online, something to actually fucking do with myself. So that's the sad truth that is my life. That is my day. That is the truth of my feeling locked into a routine. That is why I'm 52 and I've never even supported myself with a job. Something I continue to feel incredible guilt about. And yeah, that's about it. That is the recipe of my life. And I'm not sure what I can do about that. I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.